Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. We're getting a pretty slow start to the day today. It's like almost 11. Had a very rough night last night. My dad called me at like 12:30 and I didn't even hear it. Zach woke me up. He's like, your phone's ringing. And so I like call him back. He doesn't answer. And then he texts me and he says, oh, like I ran out of gas, but I think one of my friends is coming to help me. I'm like, okay, let me know when you make it home. Then I wake up at 3 and he hadn't texted me and I'm like, it's kind of weird. But he had also said his phone was dying. So I'm like, okay, his phone probably just died. He went home, went to bed. He calls me 20 minutes later, so his friend never showed up. So we had to go drive to go get him. And then when we came home, of course I was like wide awake, but it was like still too early to actually stay awake. I mean, I should have just got up at that point. I think I was awake until 5 and then went back to sleep until 9. And yeah. Just having a slow start to the morning, so I'm getting ready for the day just a little bit. We're keeping it comfy today. Not gonna put any makeup on. Have a lot to do. All right, here is my OOTD. This sweater is my mom's from high school, but I like it. It's comfy, and then I'm just wearing some denim shorts that I got at TJ Maxx. And then underneath I have a pink crop top I also got at TJ Maxx. I love the little like cutout on this. You'll see it better later when it warms up and I take my sweater off. I don't know what shoes I'm gonna wear. I was gonna wear Converse, but I don't want my feet to be hot. Actually, I'm gonna wear these. These are really comfy. They came from Shein, so I didn't think that they would be that comfy, but I love them. I also have them in brown. I have to go feed my horse, so I'm gonna go do that, and then on the way I'm gonna go return my 2 library books. I started to read this. I think I got maybe 20 pages in. Didn't read the 3rd book in the series. I just couldn't get into it, so I'm gonna go drop those books off at the library, feed my horse, come back home, and we can get to work. Alright, before I can get started with my work for the day, we need to do something about this desk situation. It's kind of out of control, so I'm gonna clear it off. Alright, this is much better already. I would like to get like some kind of file organizer or something to keep like papers and my notebooks on my desk a little more organized instead of just having them in a pile, but for now, this is what we have. Now it's time to get to work. I don't know what I'm gonna start with, probably a lecture. So I just finished catching up on all of my community property work from yesterday. Now I'm going to start on my administrative law. So I have a lecture, my definitions, and the matching flashcards for those. Then I'm done with my work for today. So that'll be really nice to get that knocked out. So it was supposed to be like 77 degrees today, and it said it was 77 degrees. It does not feel 77 degrees out. It doesn't even feel like when it's 68 degrees out, which is usually like pretty hot for where I live. I don't know what's up. The wind is finally starting to die down a little bit, so I'm like, okay, it feels a little bit warmer now, but not 77 warm. Anyways, I'm gonna have a popsicle though. We got these from Trader Joe's. They're really good. So there's orange, berry, or cherry limeade. The berry's definitely my favorite. It says it just has pomegranate juice in it, which I think it tastes like pomegranate juice, which I love. It's amazing. So I'm gonna eat my popsicle, which matches my book, while I read my book out in the sun. Alright, it's about 5:30. I'm gonna make a super easy dinner right now. It takes like 20 minutes and you don't really need much. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm bringing water to a boil for rice. Just making basic rice. Follow the directions on the back of rice. Pretty simple. Then I'm going to heat up some oil. I don't want like a whole lot. So this is the main event. These are Alaskan salmon burgers, so they're just like salmon patties. I buy these at Costco. They're a pretty good price. I'm literally just gonna cook these in the pan with a little bit of oil because I want them to get a little bit of a crisp on the outside. You can also air fry these or cook them in the oven. Super easy. I'm gonna throw them in roughly 10 minutes on each side. Just kind of have to eyeball it. While the rice and salmon is going, I have some green beans that I got from the farmer's market. And I'm just gonna like take these stems off of them. And I was actually going to just use canned green beans because we were trying not to go to the grocery store because we're gonna be out of town next week. But I really want to go to the farmer's market and these green beans looked really good. So I was like, oh, I'll just buy some of those for dinner instead of canned green beans. But if you want to make it even easier, you can use canned green beans. Super easy. My favorite way to make green beans is with bacon and garlic, like just all sauteed together. But We don't have bacon, so I think when the salmon's done, I'm just gonna throw these in the same pan with a little bit of garlic and just cook them for a couple of minutes, and then they'll be done. I forgot to season these, but I'm not even going to season them because I made like a little dipping sauce for them. But I would just throw like a tiny bit of salt, some pepper, some garlic powder on them and call it good. So this dip that I made is just mayonnaise, garlic powder, lemon juice, and Trader Joe's dill pickle seasoning. I'm just gonna drizzle some on top of my salmon. It thickened up since I made it. I made it the other day because we had this. And that's it, dinner's done. Alright, all I want to do is continue reading my book right now. Crown of Midnight is so freaking good so far. It started out slow. I'm getting into where the plot is thickening and it's getting good, so I just want to do nothing but continue reading, but unfortunately, this laundry won't fold itself. So we are going to put on some TV. I went back to watching Las Vegas and it's pretty good. There's not a huge like plot throughout the whole series. It's kind of just episode by episode, but it's pretty good. I like the humor. I love the characters. So that is what we are going to watch while I fold all this laundry. I got these berries from a local farm stand yesterday. They're called Tay berries, so they're a cross between a blackberry and a raspberry. They're pretty good. They're pretty sour, but I love them. They're really good. So I'm snacking on a couple of these. I also ate the rest of these s'mores clusters from Trader Joe's. These are so freaking good. I'm gonna have to get more before the summer is over because they're very yummy. It's Future Macy here. I realized I never filmed an outro for this video, so here's my little outro. Thank you guys for watching, coming along on a law school day in my life. Definitely got a lot done on this day, but I didn't feel too overwhelmed at the same time, so I'm really happy with how the day turned out. Definitely one of my more ideal days, a good school life balance. So I hope I will see you guys in my next video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you later. Bye.